Hi, Christine. I've looked over your lesson plan and here's my feedback. So I can tell this is the lesson plan you started, that you did your mini lesson on in class. So it's kind of nice to have, to see you do that and then to be able to read this, know where you were going with it, okay? So let me tell you just a few areas I've got some concerns in an area I think you can expand. Those are a lot of really big evidence outcomes for one class period. Analyzing a text, defining and recognizing content knowledge, using sentence structure and lit techniques, and developing data, developing warrant, developing claim. That's 6 goals for one class period. That's way too much to tackle. Narrow it down. 1, maybe 2, okay? I didn't really see you talking about lit techniques in this lesson plan, so there's that, right? And they didn't necessarily analyze a text as much as they analyzed their own writing. So maybe that one, and then developing data. I would think that those two would be the ones, right? Analyze their own writing and develop data. I would think those are 2 that I would tackle based on what I read in your lesson plan, okay? So, all right, so you have them, right, they've already read a text, a story, they've already written a journal, okay? You gave them an example, like you can't just drop quotes in without explaining them, so we need to do this, all right? We're going to organize, we're going to develop, so get out your journal, find different sentences in there that are going to be helpful for your structured essay, right? Highlight those sentences, all right? And then you put up the graphic organizer, the think sheet, okay? All right. There's one thing that I lost right here. Oops, nope, sorry, hold on, a little further down. Okay, so they have their think sheets and you're going through a guided practice, right? You say, write your topic in the first box. I got it. Now we're going to skip the intro because I want you to develop first. Got it. Then you say, next, for my think sheet, I'm going to write relevant facts in the paragraph 1 box, quotations in the paragraph 2 box, extended definitions in paragraph 3, audience knowledge in paragraph 4. It makes it sound to me like you will be writing one paragraph that has nothing but quotations in it, one paragraph that has nothing but relevant facts, one paragraph that has nothing but extended definition, and one paragraph that has nothing but audience knowledge. Whereas in reality, all of that should come together and make one paragraph, right? In your paragraph, you're going to, you may write a paragraph that relies on audience knowledge, or lack thereof, provides an extended definition, writes a relevant fact, and backs that fact up with quotations. So this really confused me there, okay? Then you said you want to pick out specific details from your journal and write them in the supporting details section. Okay, so I got that. And you're saying, like, don't worry about the conclusion right now. So I got that, okay? Then you say there's another area where we will be able to see if our thoughts are explained or supported by evidence and details, okay? Make some notes on your think sheet, and then you move into this whole class discussion, okay? You have, you ask the students to organize their thoughts and their think sheet into paragraphs. You ask them to, again, look at their journals and find some pieces to put in their think sheet. Here's some direct instruction that I think that you could expand upon, okay? What is the criteria for choosing the right information, the best information from my journals to put in my paragraph? So remember, you're working with 11th graders here, and these standards are very specific in saying that that they're choosing the most relevant, the best piece of data to include, and that they're explaining it, right? In order for these kids to meet that goal, you can't just tell them, grab information from your journals and then put it into your paragraph, right? You have to teach them how. You have to model for them how, right? So if this is a journal that I wrote, I've highlighted 3 sentences in here that I think could be useful. Let's decide which one of them, they're all about the same idea in general. Let's decide which one of them is going to be the best, or maybe all 3 of them are the best, and they're 3 different paragraphs, okay? Walk them through a think aloud that helps them to establish criteria for choosing best. Then, when they go into their own, they're independently practicing, oh, this sentence is, I like this sentence. Can I defend its use? Oh gosh, look, through my defense of its use, I'm actually kind of writing my warrant, right? So that way they can take that skill out of your classroom and into other areas of their life where they are critiquing, is that the best piece of evidence that he possibly could have used? No way. I think that was really biased, right? Or they're going into history class, right? And they're writing, was World War II justified in dropping the atomic bomb? And they go, look at here. I need to choose different pieces of data and I need to critique which one of these and look at the criterion has the best piece of data, right? So see how that becomes the skill that they take elsewhere, and especially if you're teaching 11th graders, they better have that skill down cold. Okay, so see if you can get some better direct instruction in here with some criteria. Thanks.